Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Daxon here with Noxide.org. So I woke up today and it was really hot upstairs, and I was trying to figure out what was going on. None of the vents were really blowing out air, and I looked out here. It's already starting to fall, but this had ice. You can still see the ice all the way around the line, and the line goes all the way to the unit in my basement, which I'll head there in just a second. But basically what had happened is those lines, and I can't tell you, I'm not a professional, I can't tell you exactly what those lines are called, but it had completely froze up, and so therefore I wasn't getting any cool air. The main problem was when I turned on the fan for the main unit, the AC unit, was that there was no airflow. I did a quick Google search and tried to figure out what was going on, you know. And it talked about levels of the, I can't think what that, not antifreeze, Freon, I think it was talking about in there. It said to check those levels and stuff, and I was like, no, I just bought this house, all that was inspected and everything. So then I went and finally found the filter on the unit, which, like I said, I'll show you in just a second. It's kind of hidden, not sure who set it up like that, but it's kind of silly. But I did finally get it out. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go on down to the basement and continue from there. Actually, before I get down to the basement, I want to show you this because I went ahead and brought it out here. Now, it may not show up very good on video, but this turned out to be the culprit, the air filter. And you can't even really see through this. There is so much dust and crap on here, and it's supposed to be changed every few months. It's not necessarily the past owner's fault or anything. It's actually my fault. I forgot about when I was sanding drywall with my electric sander down in the basement a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I guess it had been about 2 weeks ago. I guess finally this filter had caught all the dust from that drywall, so it turned out to be my problem. Now, of course, there can be other problems. I'm not saying your air filter is necessarily your problem, but in this case, this is my problem. I went downstairs, like I said, I'm going to show you in a minute, where I took this out at, and I heard the air just go whoosh, because the unit could finally breathe. And now, as I showed you a minute ago, the ice is quickly now thawing off, because it's about 70 degrees out here, but the ice is now thawing off the line very quickly, and there's some water dripping everywhere. But this was my problem. Let me go down and show you in the basement. And like I said, the vents in my house weren't even blowing when I woke up this morning. There was no air. I had it on fan, and I thought it was because I just hooked up a new thermostat, and I was like, oh, I might have a wire wrong or something, but that's not it. The air was on, it just was not cooling because there was no air blowing anywhere in the house. The basement was cool because the unit's down there. Anyway, let's go down to the basement now. I promise I'm going this time. Alright, heading down here to the basement. Now, as I'm going to show you, you can see the water dripping on the floor, and I was starting to freak out there for a second when I first realized the vents weren't blowing. I was like, oh man, I don't know what's going on, the air's not shutting off. Then I realized I had it on fan. But this line up here, that goes to the outside unit, and it runs all over here and here to the indoor unit. Like I said, I'm not a professional and not sure the names of everything, but this was completely frozen solid. The first thing I did down here, look, this is already thawed out just from running the fan about 5 minutes since I took out the filter. But this was completely frozen solid, probably 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch ice on there, and now all the water's dripping off. Sorry if the lighting isn't very good, but basically I had to bend this piece and take it out. I'm not sure why this was designed like this. As you can see, this pipe right here, and this was slid down into that, and I had to bend it literally to get it around the pipe and take it off. I do not have a filter in there right now. I know you're not supposed to do that, but I just have the air on. I'm trying to thaw, make sure all the lines are thawed out. Then I'll run to Walmart or Lowe's or somewhere, get a new filter put in here, and looks like that was my culprit to my problem. But anyway, I just want to make this video for you guys, in case you would have the same problems as me. This was the first thing I would check. It's the easiest thing. Just find that dang air filter on there, and I guess they recommend changing these every month if you can, but if at the longest every 2 to 3 months, I read, just going off what I read there on Google from some professionals' websites. But that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully I helped you if you're having the same problems there. Just the air filter. If it's beyond that, I don't know much. So you're better off calling someone that does air units and heating units and things like that for a living. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment if you have any questions or suggestions, or have any input to this video to maybe help other people that stumble across this video. Don't forget to check out my website, www.noxad.org. The link will be in the description. Everything there is free. I'm just telling the truth, and I also like to document here on YouTube all the problems I may face on a daily or weekly basis to maybe help other people, and so I can remember for the future. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see y'all later.